Hello there, my name is Anita and I'm a boring Norwegian. Today I am making a water source, not just for my dog but for the dogs visiting and staying in our yard. It's quite hot outside, our yard isn't finished and I had to make sure that our pets are covered before I continue with anything else. As of right now it's not going to be beautiful. I am going to make it look better as I work with the rest of the yard, but it has to be practical. Some of the dogs needs to use leashes, so I have to make sure that they don't get entangled. I have to make sure they can't tip it or empty it in any other way. It's going to stay there and I have to be able to empty it and clean it out without digging it up beforehand. So yeah, wish me luck. What you see right now is my beautiful Alaskan Malamute Mira. I stuck a camera, a GoPro, on her harness and I'm taking her out on a bike ride. We are going to the river so she can cool off before I start my project. I just want to see how the video will turn out and of course show off my beautiful, beautiful pet. So, hope you enjoy her as much as I do. Now I needed a drain and a plug. And of course a big bucket for them to dip into if they wanted to. And of course a roll of fiber cloth. I'll explain a bit more later on. In addition to this I of course need a shovel and some big rocks or gravel to drain the water from the bucket. So far this has cost me around 300 Norwegian kroner, which is around $30 maybe. The plan was simple. I was going to dig a hole big enough to shove the bucket in there. However, it's not that simple. Water has a way of coming from the ground and pushing mud and dirt up, which will end up making it impossible to drain the bucket. So I had to make sure that I put something in the bottom of the hole that would ensure at least a period of time where I didn't have to redo this project. So first I add the fiber cloth and I fill the hole with rocks. From renovating our house we have a lot of rocks and sand laying around our property. I picked up a few of them and added, so I had around 10-15 centimeters of space for the water to drain when I want to exchange the content of the bucket. Then it's time to put a bucket in there and make sure it's a little tilted so the drain will drain and not just pile up with water. And of course fill in the hole and hope the leashes won't get snatched on the edges. Here I am a few days later, just checking out my work. Of course the first thing I check is the drain and it works just fine. It's just a little slow in the end. The compartment under the bucket actually fills up and doesn't drain as fast in the end. Another downside is that the leashes do snatch on the edge of the bucket, but they cannot tilt it. The most important part is of course that the dogs use this bucket to cool off and stay hydrated in the heat. Especially when they are polar dogs, it's important they do not get overheated. Now the big question, am I happy with this? Well, it works. It does what it's supposed to do, but my goodness, it's ugly. If you enjoyed this content, please give it a like and comment if you have any questions or suggestions on how I can improve this thing. And of course, if you would subscribe, I would be so super happy. Thank you and bye bye.